Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm on location here at Shaker Trace Wetlands. This is a kind of a separate land parcel to the north of Miami Whitewater Forest, which is a much bigger trail system and very nice park that is. But this primarily the habitat here is like some more scrubby kind of marsh habitat and wetlands, as the name suggests, of course. And this is where I'm going to be for the day. So by and large here, Shaker Trace Wetlands is primarily a 1.5 mile paved loop that goes around the entire wetland. It's relatively flat, of course, given that it's paved, and it makes for a really nice, easy way to kind of hike around and bird watch from all the wetland habitats. And there is a wildlife viewing shelter that I'll show you later on here that's pretty nice. And there is an outer loop that's about 7.8 miles or so that kind of goes through some more rugged terrain. So we're going to see how much we can do for the day here. I'm really looking forward to it. I've already done this little petroleum pipeline kind of mode path that's been here right at the entrance. And this is probably about half a mile or so, I'd say, out and back. And I've actually already gotten about 35 species just from mostly hearing them at least and picking them up on Merlin's Sound ID. No photos yet, unfortunately, that really share with you, but yeah, it's been pretty cool to get that much. Just the peak of it overall. And that was a tick. I think I'm going to go ahead and go on the paved path here, and we're going to see for the day if I can get any bird photographs or any wildlife. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. This is a really nice hot spot, and it's a really cool place to check out. So let's go ahead and get started for the afternoon here. Wowza. Okay. Phew. It is very hot outside today. Very humid and muggy. That was pretty cool. So I don't have much to show for, but I did get probably one of my best checklists, probably ever, honestly, of bird species, and that was about 68. That is 68, which is pretty good. So must have been a nice migratory push overnight, which was really useful. Got a lot of different warblers and stuff. I'll just run through some of the highlights here. Yeah, I got quite a few warblers. Let's see, I got orange-crowned was a lifer. I got 3 lifers today, actually. Yeah, it's crazy. Orange-crowned warbler, I heard one singing. Merlin Sound ID confirmed it. Then I got Cerulean warbler, which was a lifer too. Man, had 2 of them distinctly singing. One was high up in the sycamore tree, and yeah, that was just really, really cool. I got like a little brief of a look, but of course, the particular spot it was in, it was very, had a lot of mosquitoes and just gnats and flies and crap that was just all like trying to bite me and all that kind of stuff. So that was kind of annoying, but still kind of hung around for a while. Didn't get any photos, unfortunately, but you know, that's totally okay. And then the third lifer was Vesper Sparrow, which I think I had about 2 of them singing at different parts in kind of like the grassy areas of Shaker Trace here. But yeah, I kind of bit off more than I was planning to chew, so to speak. And I ended up doing I did the whole Shaker Trace loop, which is, like I said, it's paved and everything, and it's mostly flat, with some underpasses as well. Underneath that is some of the main roads. I've never done the whole loop before, but I'm really glad I did, because that's how I got all these lifers and this 68 species of birds in total. Yeah, that was just, God, that was so cool. So cool to get that many. Like I said, don't have too many photos to show for, but I did get a couple images, some small and frame stuff at least, of like some eastern bluebirds. I think I might have some common yellowthroats as well, because they were just singing all over the entire area and the whole entire trail and everything. And then what else did I get? Yeah, it's just so crazy. Heard a gray cheek thrush at one point, which they migrate through this area and all that kind of stuff. Northern perulas, had a whole bunch of those. Lots of wood thrush. It was really cool because this whole loop, it really had quite a bit of habitats, because like I started out for the day at this Wetlands, kind of went into some more prairie and meadow, and then it went into some very dense kind of woods along the Dry Fork Creek, which is pretty awesome. Even got to see some turkey vultures on the ground. There's a lot of them soaring in the air, of course, and all that, but got to see some on the ground and everything, which is neat. What else? A lot of fledglings in particular. I got to see some hooded merganser ones early on in the day. That was like 1 female and 2 fledglings, which is pretty awesome. Some Canada geese fledglings as well, that kind of stuff. Trying to think what else. Yeah, that was really cool. It was a lot of walking, definitely pretty intense, and it's, for as hot as today was, I'd say plan accordingly if you are to do something like this or to go here, but I mean, just the amount of birding opportunities and everything was just pretty awesome. And I'll be making a separate video here for the rest of my Miami Whitewater forest, because there are some pretty really cool kind of densely wooded trails that are much more of like a hiking experience that I'd like to share with you guys. And so I'll definitely be making a different video, or a separate one that is, for just that section. But this Shaker Trace loop with all the wetlands and all that kind of stuff is really, really cool. And I look forward to coming back here in future visits. So yeah, anyways, I'll include any photos I got at the end of the video, and a screen recording of my checklist, and I'll just leave it at that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as much as I enjoyed being out here for the day And so I'll leave it at that. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. This has been Shaker Trace Wetlands. And until next time, make sure to get out here. Thank you.